What up out there, YouTube heads? Travel Wolves in the building. You back a little bit late. Had to get myself together for you guys. It's funny because everybody in this everybody in this space feels like they're entitled to a opinion about everything. Niggas don't pick up no books though. They don't watch no one else's content outside of the travel space. They don't even know current events. They couldn't point out Ukraine on the map or find Taiwan to save their life if they were like fucking lost in that country. Listen, man, the only thing you submit to is intelligence. That's the primary thing you submit to. The second thing you submit to is intelligence. Submission to force is way down there, like way down there in the Mojave Desert, because it's not how this shit works. If it worked that simple, then a lot of other people who just savage would be on top. You wouldn't live in this agreeable, passive aggressive world we live in now. Now, if you watch my live last night, I got to take some time and put everything together. They send in, remember I told you they got lackeys and string-alongs and disposable ninjas? They sent a disposable ninja at me. He was definitely out of his league because he's asking me questions and the answers I'm giving him, he couldn't possibly understand because he doesn't have the knowledge. He doesn't pick up a fucking book. And I know some things are popping for me because it's like people are not saying the clothes are bad. Maybe they can't afford the clothes. Nobody's saying the clothes suck. You ninjas, I'm about to get on my O'Shea because you know what I'm saying? Because like, and then people are just like saying comments like, um, worry about somebody else. Worry about yourself then. Why are you telling me to worry about myself? Why don't you worry about yourself? Why don't you get in the gym? Why don't you pick up a book? Why don't you do that? Because I do all those things. I got I got personal trainers in other countries. I got gym memberships in other countries. I got books in other countries. I mean, what's really going on here? These aren't even cheap shots. These are shots that reveal how fucking stupid you are. That's what these things reveal to the whole world. Come with something of some substance. So we're going to agree that it's okay to be on here begging. That's not feminine enough. That's not gay. That's not homosexual. I think a man begging for money, a strong man, a man who want to give out fades and talks all that tough guy stuff. If he ain't out there robbing and stealing and killing, he's on here begging for money. That nigga gay. That's some fag shit, okay? That's as feminine as it gets. That's as feminine as it gets in my book. So you can talk about my hair or my glasses or call me T-Pain every day, but I guarantee you, bro, if my life was different and I could have took that road even if my life wasn't different, I'll be out here rocking and bocking, bop, 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 all day. All day till the sun come up, till the sun go down. I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't eat. I'll be a real motherfucking outlaw. So if we're gonna agree that walking around in your motherfucking boxes without no shirt on is okay, man, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, this is a hater channel. Oh man, oh man, oh man, where did you come up with that from? Because everybody was cool when they sent someone to roast me and they sent someone to clown me. Everybody was cool with it. Nobody never said nothing to Tom Yum about him being a hater until he started going after the whole ass ninjas you guys dick ride. So he started going after the Dirty Mac and the Black Man Tricking and the other one and Lame Abroad. Then he became a hater. When he was on my butt, no Diddy, nobody gave a fuck. I just hope you getting a check from them faggots because listen here, man. If you coming at me, if they sending you at me or you coming at me on their behalf and they're not paying you, that make you a hoe in my book. The only thing that make you a hoe is doing something for free. Okay, so let's just get that out there. And I'm gonna show you guys a video in a minute. But I'm gonna talk about why we're here today. Because there's a YouTuber called FD Signify. And he said it very well. And I'm not sure about his orientation. It doesn't really matter because he seemed kind of, but he said this very well. He said that the only emasculation of black men is our finances are fucked up, meaning we're fucking impoverished. That's how you emasculate a man. You guys see me sitting in the same house for 2-3 weeks now. This ain't no fucking Airbnb. What the fuck are you guys talking about, man? What the fuck are you guys thinking is going on here? And that's why we're here today. We're here today to talk about these travel consultations, the good, bad, and ugly. Do you need them? Do you even need them? We're going to talk about them today because if you really want to, if you told these other suckers to desist with the Patreons, travel consultations, and the Firefest 4.0 gig and schemes, and the fucking begging for cash apps, Vmos, and super chats. If you told them to desist with that, and they had to stand on their own too, like a real one do, they'd be finished. They'd be finished overnight, literally. They wouldn't make it through the end of the day. And it's not like they're riding around in BMWs and Phantoms and all that stuff, because that's what real hustlers have, that people pay for their information. So see, you guys aren't even really supporting them thoroughly enough. 500 here and 500 there. They may make 6,000 the whole year messing with y'all. Maybe 12,000 the whole year max messing with y'all. So y'all ain't even really supporting them. So what are you really here for? So the good thing about a consultation is that it gives you a chance to pick someone's brain. If you really, really new to this YouTube universe and you really, really new, and I would say if you're going somewhere far out, like if I go to Scandinavia or I go to the Saints, I go to somewhere that is really far, far out that I've never been before. Many, like when I wanted to go to Ghana, but that was free because I had a bunch of clients who already went to Ghana and they told me all about it. They was gonna hook me up with a car and a phone when I got off the plane because they say, well, none of that shit worked there. And then you got to have special type of ATM card because it's a different network there. Okay, so things like that. Like if you're going to a country in Africa, I believe a consultation will really help you out. South Africa, Madagascar, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Ghana, Nigeria, the Gambia, any of those countries, you're definitely going to need a consultation because those countries are not user friendly for people who are there their first time, solo traveling on their own, especially if you don't have a lot of cake. And we know these guys ain't got a lot of cake already. So those would be That would be when you would get a consultation. When you're going somewhere that's very, very high level to navigate as a tourist. The Kuwaits, the Saudi Arabias, the Egypts, the Amalfi Coast, you know, maybe Dubai, depending on what your interests are. That's when you would need a consultation. Okay. You don't need a fucking consultation to go to DR. You don't need a fucking consultation to go to Brazil or Colombia. Maybe if you go to Cali, because Cali is so sketchy. Cali, Colombia, you might need a consultation. But you don't need a consultation for Thailand. That's the bad part. The parts that's the bad about consultations. In the places that are heavily frequented with tourists and travelers and expats, you don't need a consultation. You don't need it because everyone's there. It's like putting on bedroom slippers, man. You get off the plane and everything's there for you. You know what I'm saying? You go to Nigeria by yourself, you might be like, oh shit, how do I even get to the hotel? Maybe Tanzania is starting to change a little bit. I haven't been yet. What's good, Maximus Power? Maybe Tanzania is starting to change a little bit from what I see, but that probably be the only place in Africa you might be able to get away from. And maybe Kenya is coming up, but I haven't seen many people in Mombasa. I would go to Mombasa. I wouldn't go to Nairobi. You know what I'm saying? I want to be where the party's at. You know, I'm still trying to get information about Mombasa. So if you're in Mombasa, Kenya, holla at me. That's a good consultation. So there are some good consultations, but there are also some incredibly bad ones. Okay, and the bad ones are places that are heavily frequented. You go to Rio, you don't need a consultation. Go to Rio. Eh, Rio is like this. Rio is really like this. Like you get out of the airport, and there's gonna be some people there, some taxi drivers, cab drivers, right? If you're not really, if you're not really like super emo, and you're not really like, cheap, you can get one of them, and they'll be your guide the whole time you're there. Just don't tell them you're staying that long. I'm only here for 5, 7 days. Don't be like I'm here for 2, 3 months. Like, but if they know you're only there for a little while, they're not gonna try to rob you and all that shit because they just trying to. They looking for work every day. If you're like, yo, I give you every day. You come get me. You show me around. You walk me around Copacabana. You be my driver. You show me around because it helps in Rio to have a private driver. I had a private driver in Rio. Every country I go to, I usually have a private driver. Ask about me. I had a private driver in Rio. I had a private driver in Colombia. I mean, I had a private, yeah, Rio, Barranquilla, and Cartagena because I would make him drive me from Barranquilla to Cartagena, Puerto Colombia. He my driver all over the place, and I pay him every week. And then the first time I went to Thailand, I had a private driver in Thailand. But when I went back, I couldn't really get one because all the chicks that was doing most of the driving, they was kind of funny acting about it. I don't know what was going on with it. They was kind of funny acting. Maybe they was on some bullshit or something, or I don't know. But anyway, the first time I was in Thailand, I had a private driver. I was in Pattaya. I had a private driver. It helps you to have a private driver. Someone you go eat, they wait, you come out, your car's there, you go to the next place. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be having to do all this Ubering and all this stuff. But anyway, if you go to Rio, you can get someone and they'll show you around. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a consultation for that place. So now the ugly about consultations. Well, the ugly part about consultations is that they can really be a ripoff. Most of these guys are here to rip you off. Now, how do you know that they're here to rip you off? Well, they usually say it's going to be about 30 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes. And if you agree to that, they usually stick to that amount of time. But I know few people who can even talk that much, except for me, like talking straight 30 or 40 minutes. That's an inside joke. But the first thing you want to look for is, are they emailing you? Are they emailing you anything? If they don't email you a packet that they're going to go over with the discussion, then they're ripping you off because they're sitting somewhere off the dome listening to you and just saying, yeah, maybe, no, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's what they're doing. If they don't email you a packet, we're going to discuss this, and then I want to answer your questions, and then we're gonna discuss this, you know. And so if they're not doing that, they're ripping you off because that's part of their fucking job. Especially if the consultation is over $60 an hour. No consultation should be, no man should get more than $60 an hour just to speak. Look it up. The novice speaker fee is only $60 an hour. So these guys aren't like fucking, Tony Robinson. They're not saying enough. They're life changing, and if they're not gonna cam up, if it's just audio, if it's all that shit, they're not. No, 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 no. Nigga, you get $60 an hour, not no 250, not no $500 an hour, blah blah blah. And you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna start mystery shopping all those hoes, all those hoe ass ninjas. I'm gonna start mystery shopping. They're not even gonna know. I'm gonna request consultations from all of them, even if I have to pay. I'm gonna get someone to do it. It won't be me. I'm gonna get someone to do it. We're gonna mystery shop them. We're gonna rate them. So they're on notice right now. From this day forth, the consultation they book is with someone from my organization. We're gonna mystery shop them, and we're gonna record everything and let them know they're being recorded. I'm gonna put together a sheet and everything. We're gonna put some compliance to this shit. Because the only two people I know that give good, the only two people I know that give good consultation is because one, like I said, I've been in the room seeing what they do, and they talk way more than an hour. Because I literally be like, damn man, finish that shit up, man. Tell that nigga he need to just be nigga, I be falling asleep and shit. And that's Barber World TV. He gives the best consultations, and it's worth it. And um he's gonna talk to you for more than an hour. Okay, he's gonna tell you some grown up shit. He's gonna talk to you for more than an hour. He loves to answer questions. And Skylar, that's it. The only two people, in my opinion, giving quality consultations that I'm aware of, that I know give quality consultations for traveling. Okay, so is consultations good way to network, get introductions, etc.? It depends what country you're going to. Obviously, if you're like that social person and you're going to Cartagena, it could help you. It could help you, yeah. It could help you because you'll be introduced to a lot of people through that consultation. They drop you in that group. And so when you go out or you go to the beach or whatever, it see when you go to Cartagena for the first time, Hollywood Beach is vicious, is brutal. And I was given some advice that I didn't take, and I got like ripped off. I spent like $100 that first day. Hollywood Beach wasn't gonna get me again. I was just on a chair, a little bit of food, and because I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to wait for the person to show me the ropes. So in Cartagena and Hollywood Beach, even people that go there, that you may go there with someone, and like I come here all the time, they're probably getting ripped off. They just don't know. So in that situation, you could meet people because the person would tell you, "Hey, go to this. We sit here, and you'll be with this guy." Like there's certain guys on the beach you only should deal with, and there's certain guys that are going to just give you a fucking hard time, and it's definitely going to turn into an altercation and blah blah blah, right? So there's some people to avoid. Again, if you not in the mind of just I just want to spend all the fucking money, if you're not in that mind, then don't worry about it. But yeah, it is a good way to network and get introductions. in certain circumstances like Colombia, I would say, because then you won't even know about Sweet George's. You might know about you learn about Rob and Sweet George's Cafe, do a consultation. Again, this is if it's your first time. If you're leaving the country for your first time and you're going to Colombia, yes. If you're leaving the country for the first time, you're going somewhere like DR, I would say no. Brazil, it depends on if you budget traveling or you don't care how much money you spend. If you're budget traveling, it could help you in Brazil. But then again, like I said, you're only going to go to these two people because the two people I already mentioned, they've been everywhere. So it's not like it's one person is a fucking expert. You know what I'm saying? Thailand, you don't need a consultation for Thailand. You don't need a consultation. Bali, you need a consultation for Bali. Cambodia, because nothing works in Cambodia. Your phone doesn't work in Cambodia. Your ATM don't work in Cambodia. Nothing works in Cambodia. The internet, all that shit is different. Every country is not universal enough. So there are a lot of countries that you probably be in a fucking dark if you go. Japan, you need a consultation to go to Japan. It's almost like going to America. People are selling consultations for that. So maybe I'll make my personal list of countries. I'll make a list and I'll plug you with and I'll make a list of countries I think you need it for and countries I don't think you need it for. And then countries I think you need it for, I'll put one of these two guys in the links and it's impartial. And then you can pick between them who you want to talk to. But I heard somebody's charging, I don't know who it is, but I heard somebody's charging like $500 a consultation. And it's somebody in Thailand. And that's crazy. That's crazy. I can tell you a lot of the stuff you see on YouTube about talking to girls and all that stuff and using the dating apps. Something's in my eye. And using the dating apps is overrated. It's overrated. Okay. It's overrated because a lot of these guys been sitting there like 20 years. So their way of thinking, the way that they do things is old. And the girls are new and the girls don't do that no more. Like you go on Thai Friendly. Thai Friendly is lady boy out. You don't want to be on Thai Friendly. You don't want to be on Tinder. You know what I'm saying? So it's the girls aren't even doing that no more. They're not even on those things no more. They're back on the Facebook. They're on Instagram. Because they really are looking at you and they're looking at the social proof. One or two good photos, where you been before, how you was doing, how was your last vacation or the last time you traveled, what were you doing? They looking for that to see what type of guy you are. You hop in the DMs and it goes from there. They do check their DMs. TikTok, definitely TikTok. You'd be surprised, low key, TikTok is underrated. TikTok is a great way to talk to women in Thailand because they love TikTok. But what they're looking for is social proof because the dynamic that they have to deal with is a short time people. People come a couple of days, maybe a week and leave. And they're not really how people perceive them to be. They're very emotional women. They're very emotional women. They fall in love very easily, or at least they feel that way. But so they have different things that they're looking for. And TikTok and all that social media is social proof. See, this is all about social proof. Social proof is probably more important in countries where the guys don't have money. See, like in America, in North America, right? We have money. We have money. So, what women look for on Instagram is, are you in a clique or are you with a group of dudes or do women like a lot of your content? If women like a lot of your content, that's what the social proof is. Because everybody got money. They know you shit. Who on social media don't got money? You know what I'm saying? Even if you faking it, you could fake it. You could rent a Lambo these days and a condo. on Collins Avenue in Miami, pop some bottles, right? Like, one good photo is all you need. But they look at, are ladies liking his photos? Are other girls liking his photos? Like, they go into the likes. See who liking your photo. They see if other women follow you, right? That's how it works in America. That's the trick nobody understands. There's only two ways to make America work. And the first way is you gotta throw parties. You gotta throw a party and you gotta invite women to come to the party. But mainly you throw a party and then you invite the woman you like to come to the party. So you really set up a party for fucking freeloaders just to impress the one woman you want to come. What's up, Dolomite? And so and then the other way, of course, is you pay some money, you pay a growth hacker some money, and they growth hack your Instagram page or your TikTok page or whatever social media you use. They growth hack it. They growth hack it for you. So it looks like you got all these girls following you and they liking your photos and all that stuff. That's how it works in America. But that's the American form of social proof. But in other countries, social proof is so much more important because those guys don't have any money. So it's more important. So when you come down there and you got like 300 people who know you and a couple of dinky photos and you're in Brazil and she's looking at you, she's like, he ain't nobody. They'll tell you that you're nobody. Because they got one dude who got like 10,000 followers. They're all Brazilian though, but it doesn't matter. The point is that that's what the currency is. That's what they value. So this is things these guys aren't going to tell you because why? A lot of them can't even help you because what the fuck can Dirty Mac help you with when he got a girlfriend? He's got a girlfriend. You think when he met her, meeting women in Thailand is still the same? He ain't out there like that. I've never seen that nigga out. He can't help you. What's he gonna help you with? How to stay home? How to get her to cook and clean? Like, what's he gonna help you with? But you're paying him $500 to figure out how to get from the airport. It's crazy, man. It's fucking insane. And so it is a money grab. It is a money grab to those who are naive enough to set it up. So I would say a lot of guys are a long way away from a lot of guys are a long way away from traveling to those countries, myself included. I had a visa for Ghana I never used. I should show you it. Let me hold on. Let me go get my passport. Hold on. This is my passport right here. See that? See that? I don't know if you guys can see it. That's a visa for Ghana right there. Okay? That's a visa for Ghana. See that visa right there? See how long it's been in my passport? Okay? I never used it. I never used it. I never made it out that far. I had the credentials. I just never made it out that far. So myself included. But I do stuff these guys don't do. That visa, even to this day, they don't have electronic visas. So you gotta send off for it. You go to the three countries. You go to Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania. You gotta send off for that. I need to look up Madagascar and see what's up with that visa. But so Exactly. He gonna tell you who to ask for. Go to 808, go to Flex, go to Module Bar. That's what he gonna tell you. $500. Yeah, man. Yeah. This ninja, that little ninja. So, a lot of us ain't even get out that far. So if you're going to DR, you don't need it. If you're going to Colombia, if you're going to certain cities in Colombia, it's helpful. If this is your first time in Cartagena, you should get it. If you don't know nobody who's been to Cartagena, you should get one. If you go to Medellin or you go to Cali, if you're brave enough, Bogota, you can get one. Um, Brazil, you don't really need one. Rio, if you're just staying in Rio, you don't really need one. You don't really need one. Sao Paulo, you don't really need one. Thailand, you don't really need one. You know what I'm saying? Netherlands, you don't need one. The countries I've been to, Czech Republic, you might use one. One could help you. Like if I wanted to, I could sell you consultations to Czech Republic. But what the fuck does that mean? I'm not even there. like I think the problem is when people try to do generalized consultations and not geographically specific. So if I was to do consultations, I would do consultations for Czech Republic or the Netherlands. I actually have footage, so I couldn't really do that, but maybe I'll do that just to fuck with people, just to fuck with them dudes and show them how it's done. But geography, geographical specific consultations is a different thing. These guys aren't doing that. They just trying to be broad and they ain't been nowhere in 3 or 4 years. They've been in the same country, you know. Bali. Bali is really hard to navigate because you think you're getting a deal. You think it's cheap until you actually go stay at these places, and you're like, man, I can't even stay here. I remember we went to Bali, and he actually got consultation from someone else, and the person gave us some outdated information, and we thinking we getting a cheap deal for the room. Man, we went to the room. We get out the flight. We go to the room. We stayed there all of like 15 minutes. Our bags never even left the front desk. When we pulled up, I was like, what the fuck is this? Went to the front desk. I said, yo, man, let's go see what the room looked like first. I'm not checking in yet. Let me go. They showed us what the room looked like. We got the fuck about it. A bunch of old Australian people at the pool, and it was just awful. We got the fuck about it. So so there are some places that helps out. If I go to Australia, I would probably try to get the consultation and go to Australia. I would go get a consultation because maybe Sydney's not where it's happening. Maybe I want to go to Sydney. I want to go to the Opera House. Like I asked someone about Bondi Beach. I was like, "Yo, if I go there, can I stay at Bondi Beach?" They were like, "No, don't waste your time. It's a waste of fucking time." Yada yada yada. So that's the things you want to know. Because everybody's gonna have a different perspective about things. Everybody's gonna have a different perspective. So but that's the ugly about them is that the guys are ripping you off. They're not going to talk to you for a whole hour. Like I'm running out of shit to say, and it's only 34 minutes. So mostly it's a get to know you conversation, right? They're going to change it up to a get to know you. That's how you also know they're scamming you. If they're asking you questions, they shouldn't be asking you any questions. If they start asking you questions, they're fucking scamming you. Okay, they should know when you come. How long you plan on staying? They should know when you plan on coming, how long you plan on staying, the area you should be in. The only thing they should ask you is, do you like to walk or you just want to roll out of bed into some shit? Because that's the only difference about a place. Is like you could be in the core, like you like if you go to Bali, I'll tell you where to go to be in the core of everything. Because if not, you got to walk around and do a bunch of shit. Or if you don't mind that, I'll tell you where to go where you can walk around. I think I walked around somewhere. Where did I walk around to? I walked around a little bit. I can't remember, but because we ended up staying in different hotels. But so they start asking you questions. No brain, no braino, no moreno. That's a bad consultation. That's an ugly consultation. If you got to pay them before the consultation, like it's okay to wait till you get them on the phone and then they say, okay, drop that PayPal. That's okay. But if you got to pay before you get on the phone with them, don't do that because that's fucking. Mm-mm. If I pick up the phone, yo, man, you gonna drop that PayPal? All right, hit me with that PayPal. And I see it, I'm like, okay, we start the consultation. But nothing before. Nothing before. And that's it really, and they're scamming you if they use Candidly and they don't have the PayPal through Candidly. So if all you can do on Candidly is book the time and then they send you another link separately because Candidly allows you to set up PayPal, but you got to have a PayPal business account. Okay, so that's what you got to keep in mind. Um, how are the Bali ladies? Oh, it's not really no Bali ladies. To be honest with you, it's mostly Australian women and European women. It's a lot of white women in Bali. There's some fine white women though from Australia, but I'm not buff enough for them, and I'm not Oreo enough. I don't act white enough, and I'm not buff enough for them. Even though I do like white women a little bit, I'm not for the ones that are in Bali. I'm not buff enough, or I don't talk that. I don't have that accent that they like. Them. They like black white guys. And they like them buff. They like body game because they body game out too. You know, I think I tried to talk to these two white girls in Australia. Man, these niggas roasting me, bro. People say I don't talk to girls. They tried to roast me for talking to these two girls. It's crazy. They was bad though, but he fucked it up because he ain't want to talk to them. So it's like, that's why when you with someone and they don't like the same type of girls you like, they can fuck it up. They can fuck it up. So Zoom is selling these suckers a second hand. I guess, man. I don't know, but I heard some things, and I'm just here to say I'm not just talking about one person in particular. I'm just here to say that overall, you know, you don't need no consultation for certain places, man. None of these guys are somewhere that you need a consultation. You know, emasculate. And none of these guys are anywhere that you need a consultation. Emasculation. Oh man, come on. None of these guys are nowhere. They're in places where there's so many fucking people. It's crazy. It's so many fucking people there. Let me see here. Let me try to find this video for you guys. And then I'm gonna get out of here. Let's see. So anyway, I don't know if you guys caught the live last night, but it was crazy. It was crazy. Oh man, we had a great live, but it was like I let one troll pop up on the panel, and it's like he ain't even really he. What was most annoying about him, it was that he ain't really even say anything. He was just like he was just like he was just all low. He was dim with it. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't. He really ain't. Like he said, "What's up? How you doing?" And then he started insulting me. And I was like, why you just ain't lead off with that? What's with the pleasantries, bro? We ain't friends, nigga. I'm about to slaughter you. I'm about to be my most savage on you. You know what I'm saying? Um, let me see here. So it was just like that. And he was just, oh man, it was so awful. Give me one second, guys. I'm trying to find this video for you. I'm trying to find this video for you. I'm trying to find this video for you because it all comes down to like, look here. Is it okay to come on YouTube and beg for money? Is it okay? Like, it's not so much that the person, excuse me, oh, he took it down. Damn. It's not so much that the person is on YouTube begging for money. It's that nobody thinks that nobody wants to admit that there's a problem. Nobody wants to admit that we have a problem. Okay, I think this is it right here, but I gotta find the video. All right. I gotta find a video for you guys. Let's see here. Have I paid for a consultation before? Honestly, I'm trying to find an email. Be honest with you. A long, long time ago, when I first was going to Thailand, it was really I found it to be confusing, all the conflicting information. And I didn't want to pigeonhole myself with the girls because they were saying stuff like don't get on Tinder, and if you start talking to them and you let them know it's your first time here, or you talk to them too much and you let them meet you at the airport, they're going to try to keep you to themselves and all kinds of shit. I was trying to not get myself in that type of situation where they were like, when you go to the beer bars, you can't change the girl. Like you start talking to one girl and buying her drinks, then you want to talk to somebody else. You can't, and that is true. But so I did email Zoom to Thailand, and he took like 2 weeks to get back to me. I think I had to email him like 3 times. It took like 2 weeks to get back to me. Then when he finally did get back to me, he was like, it was $300 or something like that. And I was like, whoa, nah, I'm good. But I never paid for a consultation before. But I have seen them conducted. I have seen them conducted, and I do I do consulting for a living also. And so I've seen them consulted. I mean, I've seen them conducted. But anyway, I'm trying to find this video for you guys, but I can't. Let me see. So let me just give you this guy's web page, and you can probably find. Let me show you his YouTube channel, and you can probably find the video yourself. He talks about how the real emasculation of black men is in our economics. You know what I'm saying? It's in our economics. It's not in. Okay, maybe this is it. No, that ain't it. It's in our economics. It's not in yeah. I don't know. I gotta look for it. Maybe he might have took it down because when he put it like that, it was really controversial. It was like, damn, he really made sense. I don't agree with a lot of he says, and I don't agree with the slant he takes. And I think he's kind of I think he might identify as a queer black man. Don't quote me on that, but so I don't really go with a lot of what he says, but he said that I was like, this is true. You can't run from that fact that the real way you emasculate a man is the economics, i.e., why these ninjas got to do consultations in the first place. They're not even like trained consultants. Who showed them that shit? You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, the exceptions. Why I say the exceptions being Barber World TV and Skylar. Well, one is because one guy has a lifetime of experience consulting with people. You come in, you sit in a chair, he consults on your look, on your hair, and he's been very successful with that, obviously, because that translates into business, wealth, developing his business, right? Skylar is in the Air Force, and the Air Force is all about consulting. It's a very technical branch of the military, and a lot of the people in there are specialists in their career, their technical career, and they get asked questions every day. A briefing in the Air Force is different than a briefing in the Army or the Marines or the Navy. One way it's different is that it's done in a meeting room or a lecture. Because we used to do them in ROTC in college. In the Army, you out there in the field, or in the Marines, you out there in the field, or in the Navy, you probably like on the in the command center in the actual operations of the shit being briefed, right? But in the Air Force, it's consultant base. Hey, what's the da, 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 da? Oh yeah, so we're gonna oh what's the how long is the distance between these 2 points? The plane is this much. How much fuel? Budgeting because it's like that. So that's why I say that these guys don't have that experience. You got to have experience consulting because sometimes consulting isn't about giving an answer as much as it is finding the answer, providing a solution. Ah, man, I want to come to Thailand, but the flights are high. And well, the solution would be you can go to this place and it's kind of similar, the Philippines. I don't know, but I'm just saying, whatever you got to develop and research a solution. That's really what consultant is. These guys are just talking out their butthole and just making up stuff as they go along. They're um they're ad libbing. That's what they doing. They ad libbing. You know how ad libs go? They just ad libbing. So somebody in the Philippines, a black man was homeless or knocked out or something. I don't know. Something happened to him. Something happened to him. Let me see what's going on in these YouTube streets. I gotta get back on my job. Get back on these YouTube streets. But yeah, man, if you're gonna send someone after me, man, don't send a punk to do a real G's job. Don't send a punk to do a real G's job. You gotta send someone intelligent. They gotta be well read. They gotta be able to speak. They gotta be living in another plane of existence. It's probably gonna make them as similar to me as possible. Because I go into that rabbit hole, man. I go down there. We popping red pills all day. Red pill life. I should start that. Red pill life. I got the red shirt on. I mean, ain't no blue pill over here, man. Ain't no blue pill over here. The premise is chaotic. The future is dismal. Believe nothing. Trust only your mind. Everything you see is fake. You know what I'm saying? It's only one person in the world that's actually really here. The rest of us are extensions of them or hallucinations of their imagination. I read some shit. It was like you might even be thoughts of a brain in a jar. with permeations of a larger intelligence, their thoughts. And then that comes back into omnipotence. So you see how I think about that? Like, what is omnipotence, man? Everywhere at once, at the same time. That's what we are. We are omnipotent. We are part of being everywhere at the same time. So, and technology is an artificial version of that. If one of you guys hop on, you can show me out of your window in Singapore. I'm still in Hawaii. I can show you out my window in Hawaii, but I'm able to see what's going on in Singapore. You know how complicated that makes it for the world to pull the wool over your eyes? If they're on TV telling me a different story of Singapore, you can go and show me out the window what's really happening. And if that's not happening, then I'm like, wait a minute, that's not happening. And you're like, no, that's not happening. You know what I'm saying? So that's how complicated technology has made their game. And so all of this that's going on, it's so powerful, you have no idea. It's actually overwhelming for them. It's overwhelming for them. If someone has been living in a country a little over a year, you think that's long enough for them to give a consultation. If you're going to bring value, are you living with the locals? Are you living with the locals? Are you going to bring value? What does that mean? Like, where I can go and pay a local rent. I can pay a cheap rent with hot water, with hot water, AC, or heat, right? I can go to an affordable market to get my food, right? I can go to safe places to hang out. I'm not going to get pickpocketed. I'm not going to get robbed. I'm not going to I can go to safe places to hang out, right? Um, I would say if you've done that for a whole year, if you develop that, I mean, it could be simple stuff like where's a good place to get my laundry done? You know, uh, where's a good place to go to get computer stuff, to get phone fixed, get a phone card, a SIM card. Where can I go get a SIM card? Like, if you got that type of information, if you can plug someone in as soon as they get off the plane, um, if you've done that over a year, if you've done that for a little over a year, then I guess if you bring in value, if you're helping them save money, their budget, their budget is 3,500. You can show them how to do it for 18, because you've been there for a year. You got the receipts. You got to have receipts, though. You know what I'm saying? Where have you gone in the country? You just stayed in one city, or you going to other cities in the country? You know, so you got to have receipts. But it's possible if you've done something constructive with your time. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I don't think you should start off charging though. I think you should do them just to like build a reputation. Just do them for free and build a reputation. And in return, ask for some testimonials, ask for some feedback, publicize the feedback after a while, after so many months. Publicize and provide the feedback. Maybe interview the people on YouTube. These are just things I would do. I wouldn't charge right away. I wouldn't just jump right in and think I can charge because you're always gonna have one person who's disappointed, and then that's your reputation, that's your name. So at least if you don't charge, they can't say you got anything out of them. They can't say you got them, and then you can always repair it if they didn't like the information. It doesn't matter. But just waking up one morning and saying, I don't want to work. I want to be lazy. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got $50 left to my name. Let me go find a flight to another country and I'll go on YouTube and make videos and sell consultations. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And then if that doesn't work, I'll beg. Because I can tell you, man, getting money out of black men is hard. No diddy. It's really fucking hard. Like black men when it comes to doing anything, because we don't have no money. We don't have no money, man. Let me check my traps. We don't have no money. Getting money out of black men in this way that's why I don't fuck with it. Why I don't fuck with YouTube. If I know YouTube ain't making no real money. If I thought YouTube was making some real money, I would put my energies into it for sure. I'll probably be a millionaire. But YouTube ain't making no real money for nobody. This shit, cause if you're gonna just be here, yeah, give value first. Exactly. Gary V's the master, man. You gotta follow Gary V's blueprint. He started just from talking about wine. He just was sipping wine, talking about the wine, like, and his father sold wine, and so it was a no-brainer. But now he's fucking multi-millionaire internet marketing persona, So, but getting money out of our demographics is hard. Like getting money out of our demographics is hard. Black people don't really have discretionary money, so getting the money out of our demographics is fucking hard. Look at this. I still ain't getting no pleasures yet. And see, they try to play with me. I don't know what the point was of playing with me. Like they had someone pledge 500 and then they took it away. I don't know what the point of that was, but anyway, getting money out of people is hard. Getting the money out of our people is hard because our people, they don't have discretionary funds. That's how I gotta look at it. That's how I gotta look at it. So they don't have discretionary funds. But I just wanted to have something to talk about every once in a while, something else to talk about because I can't let myself get wrapped up in talking about these ninjas all the time. I'm not gonna do that. So this ain't even talking about them. This is just talking about consultation. So, but that's what I would say. You know, that's what I would say. I would say do it like that. Do it like that first. Let's see how it goes. You know. But anyway, I'm just trying to bring you guys this comic book one way or another. Um, and that's what we that's what we working on. That's what we working on. So, but I'm about to hop on out of here. Ain't nothing popping. Got these ninjas running on the streets. Oh boy, what a day! It's only what Wednesday. I need to take the day off and go to the pool. I don't know. Maybe I should show you guys. Nah, I don't want to show you guys that yet. I gotta put it together. I gotta put it together. I gotta put together the begging tapes or something I'm gonna call them. I got the audio, the video, got the begging tapes. And then I got that other guy that came in and started trying to roast me. I gotta put that up too. I'm gonna make that my intro because that's the best. That's the best way to do it. That intro. Hey man, what's up with your hair? And it's kind of feminine to me. This is a hater channel. This is a hater channel. It's always some light skinned dude too. He seemed like one of them types who just he sits still, but he's moving like this. And I really wanted him to, he probably mad at somebody, but I really wanted him to keep speaking, not save his butt, because I was gonna deconstruct him. I was gonna break him down. I was gonna chop him up piece by piece, hack him up piece by piece. So there was nothing left. I was like just waiting. I was like, oh, this is light work. This is light fucking work. They ain't even bring nobody real. I don't think there's too many real dudes out there that they can send after me because anybody they send it to, if they halfway intelligent, they're gonna be like, "Oh, you guys lied to me." I think that was the consensus last night. That yeah, some people was like, let me go over there, bring the smoke to him. But then after they listen, they're like, no, wait a minute, what? He's not actually lying. It happens like that because, like I said, I'm red pill and you're blue pill. You have to become red pill. You know what I'm saying? You have to become red pill. You know, it's hard when you are. It's hard when you are blue pill. Huh? That's weird. You have to become red pill. It's hard to keep up with a guy like me when you are. When you are a red pill. You know. So anyway, let me hop on out of here. I don't even want to go after this guy because I don't know if he's even black. But nah, I ain't gonna do that. It's something that I saw, and I'm like, man, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do another movie. I'm gonna show you guys another movie. Who wanna watch Beast Street? Who wanna watch Beast Street? You might have another movie there. I might show you guys Beast Street. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do something fun. I'm gonna show you guys Beach Street. I got the original Breaking. I got the Beach Street original Breaking. I don't know if you can get those on YouTube. I don't know if you can get those on YouTube. I love Beach Street. Let me see. If you can get Beach Street on YouTube, I won't show it. Let me see here. When you get Beach Street, I wanna show you guys Sun Ra. I got the whole Beach Street. Okay, so you can get Beach Street. Okay. You can get B Street. I don't even know if nobody's watching it though. Is anybody really watching it though? It's free with ads. I don't know. Let me see. Because these things can become obscure and people don't even remember it. Okay, so you don't know. It's free with ads. Let's see about Breaking. Because Breaking, the first one, is another classic. Breaking, it used to be, it's called something else, so you won't really find it. You won't really find it, but you get to see Ice T. Yeah, see, they don't have it. The first break-in is actually because it's actually called something else. It's not even called break-in. Uh, not even called break-in. Oh no! 1984. Okay, I think I'm spelling it wrong. Okay, break-in. They try to be fanatical. Who teaches them this shit? Who teaches them that we talk like that? Actually, they ain't even call it breaking on the West Coast. They call it the dance. On the West Coast, they call it the dance. Okay, so maybe we'll watch. Okay, so we'll watch breaking. So we'll watch breaking because breaking isn't out, doesn't exist anymore. So we'll watch breaking. Yep, I have the only copy. I have the only copy of breaking. So we'll watch Breaking next. I have the only copy. It doesn't exist anymore. But I'm gonna put it on my other channel, Black to the Film. I don't think you guys know I have another channel called Black to the Film that I do, that I did. Let me show you guys my other channel. That Jonathan Majors video I did, man, that shit went through the roof. I did a video on Jonathan Majors before all this stuff, where I predicted he was gonna be a big star and everything. And when he had all the stuff happening to him, that story went through that video. Let me show you. That video went through the fucking roof. Like for real. Like it went through the roof. It went through the roof. We're gonna watch Breaking though, because Breaking don't exist. I'm gonna try to get Sun Ra. I recently went back and I watched the Book of Clarence, and I want to talk to you guys about the Book of Clarence. We didn't even really talk about the Book of Clarence. I need to talk to you guys about that. I don't know if you guys seen it. Look at this, 12,000 views. Jonathan Majors, 12,000 views. Damn, it's a good book. Let me show you this. People don't even know. Like These guys are so funny. I want to get, yeah, I'm going to show you. That's my other channel, Black to the Film. So I'm going to go and do a break-in. I'm going to show it on here and on here because I don't know. I don't want to show the spook on that channel because I don't want to make too much noise about the spook because the spook we said by the door is a real deep movie. But I'm going to try to get Sun Ra. I'm going to try to get Sun Ra. Sun Ra. Try to get that movie for you guys. Oh, Space is the Place. That's actually the name of the movie. Space is the Place. Yeah, man, that's the movie right there. Space is the Place. Sun Ra. Another movie you can't find. They say it's on Cinemax. Let me see. Is it on Cinemax? Oh, if it's on Cinemax, we gotta watch it. We gotta watch it if it's on Cinemax. So anyway, let me get on out of here. But that's all I wanted to tell you guys today. I'll be back this afternoon. This afternoon show, we're gonna talk about how there's only one lion and an unknown amount of hyenas. Because these guys, they got nature and the whole game on its ass. So we need to talk about that. So join me this afternoon. I'll be back about 4 p.m. We're gonna talk about how there's only one lion and a whole bunch of hyenas. Because you know what? There's not like a dozen lions. Lions don't hang out with lions, and most of these guys don't got no hair. They don't got a lion's mane. So it's only one lion and a bunch of hyenas, but they want to call everybody else hyenas, but they really the hyenas. And it's really just one lion. Really not even a bunch of, like, when they call somebody else a hyena, it's not even really factual because it's really, actually, they're all, everyone's a hyena, actually, and there's only one lion. So that whole metaphor is out the window. That whole metaphor is bullshit. But let me get on out of here, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.